Toledo's most fun, local, and positive 9 a.m. show. I'm going to steal that line, by the way, from my show tomorrow. But here on Toledo 11, we call it Good Day.
Yes, we do. Yes, you could steal it. I give you permission.
All right.
A week from this Saturday is the last chronological day of summer.
Sweet.
Wow.
I'm ready
okay,
for it.
So why not celebrate with lots of music?
It grows every year. The event we're about to talk to, 419 Music Fest, continues to help first responders. Andrew Sauder, actually, of the Springfield Township Fire Department, is here with us. And he brought Andy Joe and your invitation to the 419 Music Fest.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, and Halligan is down there.
Yeah,
right?
As always, yes.
Halligan is always with you. He is your service dog, right?
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
So he's an important piece of your operation at the fire department, yeah?
Yeah. He is my service dog, but he after a call or anything like that, guys just kind of go up and just pet him, and he kind of brings in a positive atmosphere when it comes to a not so good event.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about that on the air a lot about first responders and their mental health.
Yeah.
How important is that to you guys when you come back from an event like that? Mike Safarowitz from Sylvania once told me that, and he actually wrote a song about "You Don't Know What I See" when you're a firefighter. How important is having that dog?
To me, he's everything. I tell people every day that I don't deserve him just because of what he can do, the things that he can sense. He knows that there's times to be a puppy and be a dog, and then there's times where he just will come up and he doesn't like crying, he doesn't like loud yelling, things like that. He can sense that kind of thing. And when it comes to dealing with things as first responders, we call it the kitchen table. Whether it's 3 in the afternoon or 3 in the morning, putting out a pot of coffee and just sitting down and talking about the call, because it's going to affect everybody differently. But you're in a safe place with everybody, and you're there with the people that experienced it. It's hard to describe to somebody what just happened when you're dealing with it with the people that were there right by your side during the event. All the emotions and that come out, and it's a great, positive, healthy way to deal with.
Yeah, my mind goes back to the fire just a couple of days ago, Toledo Fire, and they found a couple of bodies in the house. And you guys have to deal with that. So the dog helps you out with that, but just the talking among each other?
100%, yeah. Internalizing it does nothing, but puts a skeleton in your closet.
Yeah.
And at some point in time, your closet's going to get full. And talking about the events just starts the healing process. You're never going to get over it. You're never going to stop remembering or seeing what you saw. Right. But you can at least begin to deal with it and process it.
Yeah. So that mental health component. There's an event coming up, and you mentioned it, the 419 Music Fest, and that's going to benefit mental health services for our police and fire. And with that is music. So, and this is where Andy Joe comes in here this morning, because you're a musician.
Yes, this is my area of expertise.
Yeah. So, first of all, tell us a little bit about your style and the kind of music you sing.
Yeah. So I am a country music artist, but I'm also a Springfield Blue Devil alumni.
All right.
So it feels pretty good to be coming back home for a show in the city that raised me, Holland, especially with how much I've been ripping and running and spending my summer on the road. I'm actually hitting the road today for some big shows that I've got coming up this weekend.
For you.
But I'm really excited to be returning to my home city. You know, it always feels good to be home for a show, but when they called and asked if I would be a part of the great lineup of bands at the 419 Music Festival this summer, I was obviously very excited, but I was even more thrilled and honored to be a part of it after learning what the event is about. You know, as Christina has been calling it, a party for a purpose, and the least that I could do is donate some of my time and my talent to our local heroes.
Now, on the road, are you a solo act, or do you have a band that you always travel with, a group of?
So I am a solo artist, but I have a band that backs me as a solo artist. So, and they will be with me at the 419 Music Festival.
Excellent.
So it'll be that full experience there of music.
The Andy Joe experience, as we like to call it, because we really do give people an experience.
The experience. You could tell she's from Ohio, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, go Bucks.
The Ohio State, yeah.
The Ohio State University. I'm actually playing this Saturday on campus at the Owen Lane Tailgates, right across the street from the stadium. I'll be hosting a pregame party.
Very good. Well, congratulations
Yes,
to you
thank you.
doing some great things.
So what is the Andy Joe experience? Is it all, is it just your music? Are you doing covers? Or?
So I incorporate a little bit of both, but to get the full experience, you got to come see us live and in person, and the perfect place to do that is at 419
Okay.
Music Festival.
Okay.
She's only going to give you a little bit there,
That's
Fred.
fine.
That's
That's
all she's
fine.
going to. So this is happening next Saturday, though, and this is all day, yeah?
Yeah, it starts at noon and runs till 11 p.m.
Nice.
Parking and admission are free. And it's at 7807 Angola Road at Homecoming Park. It's going to be a gorgeous day, and what better way to spend the day than to listening to music from artists like Andy Joe that have donated their time for a great cause.
Yeah, and like we said, food trucks and a couple of my favorite groups, Chloe and the Steel Strings, who I absolutely love,
Yep.
and Leadfoot Granny.
Oh,
who
they're
was on
so
the
great.
Oh,
show
they're
with me
great,
the other
yeah.
day. They are just awesome. That's just two of the many groups that will be performing that
You've
day.
got a great lineup, and as you said, you're honored to be part of that slate and that lineup happening next Saturday. But it is a fundraiser, though. As you said, it's free to get in and parking and all that, but we're looking for people to make some donations, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So all the donations are going to go to mental health initiatives. We're working and in the process of developing what we call a neck up checkup. So basically, you go to the doctor every year for a physical, right?
Wow.
But when do you ever get your mental health evaluated? So with that comes a cost, obviously, with clinicians and such. But if we can have the ability to have at least a 1-year annual neck up checkup for the guys to say, how are you?
Yeah.
Legitimately, how are you? Not meeting you across the street saying, "Hey, Amanda, good morning. How
How's
are
it
you?"
going?
Good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That it's getting down into the truth of the matter, and then opening that to say that it's okay to not be okay. And then get the help for that. We've got over 70 partners with us. And
Alec wants
hi,
to
buddy.
cuddle.
He noticed something.
And WTOL has been a great partner for this event. So we're just thankful that we've gotten this far. And we're just waiting for the culmination on September 20th to go out and just have a great time.
Is there a website, Facebook?
Oh, it's all over social media.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
there's
Facebook
flyers
page.
everywhere. It's on the radio.
419
So
Music Fest.
419 Music Fest. You can't miss it.
Yeah. Halligan. Sorry, there wasn't anything in those mugs. I
No
think
treats.
Yeah,
he was
sorry,
looking
buddy.
I'm sorry. Thank you all so much for being here. Again, the event next Saturday, Homecoming Park in Holland, all day long. So come on out. Do you know about what time you're going to be going on?
I will be taking the stage at 6.
Okay. So make plans.
Headliner.
Oh, he's sleeping over here. Oh. A little sleepy over here. Sorry, Halligan, but we'll let you go. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Thank you, guys.